When you think even for a minute the Germans are down, almost every time they're coming back with a thunder. It happened one more time. Germany sinking Portugal with absolutely phenomenal attacking style in Munich. In this video I will try to show you how Löw changed his team's formation without actually changing it, which were the key strengths of Die Manschaft, how they surprised the European champions. We're going to focus especially in details at one of the German goals, and at the end we will take a quick look at the Portuguese mistakes and their lack of concentration and desire. It's time to board the game. Germany started with the exact same 11 from the game against France, despite many fans demanding changes. But Joachim Löw had another idea on his mind: to tell the team, go all-out attack and don't give Portugal even a minute of calm. Of course, with some more instructions and details. But at the end, it worked wonders for Die Manschaft. So the formation was again 3-4-2-1, but only on paper. The main difference in Germany's style was the role of the wingbacks, Kimmich and Gosens. They received the freedom to attack in every possible situation. They were aggressive, staying high on the flanks, pressing the Portugal fullbacks Semedo and Guerreiro, also constantly looking for the space behind their backs. We can easily say Kimmich and Gosens were attacking wingers in this game, even sometimes going inside to insert more chaos in the Portuguese defense. So in almost the whole game, Germany played with a 5-man attacking line and maximum width when going forward. We can describe the formation as 3-2-5, maybe 3-2-1-4, or even as a 1-4-1-4. Yes, it sounds strange, but Kimmich and Gosens can't afford the risk staying high on the flanks without the required backup behind them. And the backup is called Ginter and Rüdiger. Both were moving bravely in the attacking phase, sometimes playing the ball 20 meters deep in the zone of Portugal. Most often we found them on these positions, so they can be useful on the flank, but also inside, staying pretty close to the central midfielders. More conservative in the German team were only Hummels, Gündoğan and Kroos, keeping their positions, trying to prevent counterattacks, but still pressing fiercely when needed. As you can see, this time the central mids weren't the ones to make the runs into channels from deep. The attack was fully entrusted to these 5 men. The front three of Gnabry, Müller and Havertz were also so impressive. They were constantly moving, changing positions, making quick combinations with one-touch passes, dragging defenders out of position and giving Germany a real threat inside, which of course led to more spaces on the flanks for Kimmich and Gosens. That's why we saw them so many times receiving the ball with a significant distance to the fullback and with the opportunity to time their runs to perfection. And when the ball was distributed to the wingbacks, every time the Germans overcrowded the penalty box with at least 4 players, searching for more options to finish the attack. And finally, the crosses. There was a certain pattern in the passes coming from the wings. Kimmich and Gosens were looking for the zone behind the defense, rather than aiming at a certain teammate. So the ball was constantly sent into the so-called corridor of uncertainty here, and the Portuguese players needed to defend with their bodies facing the goal of Patricio, the worst position for any defender. The result is evident: 4 German goals from 4 crosses, and 1 disallowed in the first minutes too. Let's see how Germany scored for 3-1 in the 51st minute. The ball is with Gündoğan. Look at Portugal's defense. It's all over the place. Danilo and Carvalho leave Müller to make a run behind them and catch the attention of left-back Guerreiro. This way Havertz stays free, and even Müller shows Gündoğan to pass the ball on the wing. Guerreiro is logically caught in 2 minds. He comes to close down Havertz, but Müller is still free, and he receives the ball from Havertz with 1 touch. Still no reaction from Danilo or Carvalho, nor from the centre-backs Dias and Pepe. Kimmich went inside, and despite sitting between 4 Portuguese players, he's still able to play with the ball. He lays off to Müller, who, don't be surprised, runs between Danilo and Carvalho. And now look at Semedo. He doesn't need to be so close to Pepe inside, and Pepe should be able to mark Gnabry. Instead, Semedo should be closer to the flank, but he's totally lost here. That's why Müller takes a touch, and with his second, he sends a through ball on the flank for Gosens. And not only that Semedo is late, but he covers the offside and can't block the pass around him for, surprise, surprise, Kai Havertz, who was left completely free by Guerreiro to make the run from the flank into the box and score the third goal for Germany. Really disappointing from Portugal, but at the same time, Germany forced these mistakes with their quick attacks and constant pressure. It's really easy to show you the main Portuguese mistakes in that game. I'm amazed how a team which won Euro 2016 with solid defense under the same coach was so confused and undisciplined. The defenders didn't receive any help from the midfielders. The four-man defense was up against a five-man attack, but neither Bernardo nor Jota provided support for Semedo and Guerreiro. The same can be said for Danilo, Bruno and Carvalho. Slow transition, slow reactions, keeping too big of a distance to the defenders. So the German attackers received the ball time and time again between the lines of the defense. All in all, a disastrous performance from Portugal, and they need to react quickly because next up for them is France. It won't be exaggerated if we say the Portuguese players were shocked from Germany's response to the opening goal. There isn't another logical explanation to such a bad performance. And yes, Germany impressed everybody, but you can't play all-out attack in each and every game. But the important thing here is that win is a huge confidence boost. And when we combine Germany with confidence and arrogance, then the other favorites must start worrying. The Germans are coming. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like on it, comment and subscribe to our channel. Until next time in Board the Game.